together. It was really rewarding, and it really taught me a lot of a sort of a different style of guitar playing. And so we toured and we toured and we toured some more. And with that, we worked her record Anchors and Anvils kind of a little longer than we probably should have. You know, we just sort of toured and toured and toured. We did cut an EP of the three of us. There is a document of, you know, it's like, I don't know, I can't remember how many songs, but sort of a document. We just went in the studio and cut it all live. It's kind of where we were at that point. And then she was just starting to work on a new record that actually co-wrote a tune with her for that record, Stranger Me, and it was sort of, things were in flux again, and Paul was kind of out, and then I joined the Hold Steady. So it was sort of a jumping off point. I was like, I have to go. So away I went.
I guess going back a little bit, can you talk about Antenna Shoes and that?
Yes.
That band?
Antenna Shoes is largely Tim Reekin's project. It's his songs, kind of where he went solo after being in Snow Globe. And it's basically just the Pirates, which is sort of our cover band, like, you know, we're like a living iPod sort of, you know. We play band tunes and Doug Somm and David Bowie and John Cale, whatever else. So this was the band Tim had put together, you know, to do that. And it only really happened for a brief moment because Tim's such a hustler. He was, you know, off doing other things and, you know, moved to Austin and stuff like that. But I love that record. I like playing those songs. Tim's great. But we only, you know, we played shows here and there, and just a couple of shows out of town. When it was more sort of, it's the band that plays every Christmas, you know, at the High Tone. So I don't know what we'll do this year.
Can you talk about how you ended up being a part of the Hold Steady and how that
Sure.
you ended up switching over?
So the Bloodthirsty Lovers were on French Kiss with the Hold Steady, and this was like in between their first and second record. We were touring together, so I got to know those guys. We were in Birmingham the first day of a tour, kind of getting to know each other, and me and Ted, the other guitar player in the Hold Steady, who at that point was the only guitar player in the Hold Steady, we were kind of sniffing around each other like guitar players do, like checking out, what's he got there? That's a cool amp. I don't know. Mine's older. But, and we got to talking, and just kind of context came up, you know, just like all leading to kind of how old are you or whatever, you know. It's like, well, such and such. When's your birthday? Oh, it's in June. Really, my birthday's in June too. What's your birthday? June 29th? No way. Like, so we get our driver's license out because, you know, we're both sort of incredulous about this. It's like, and so I happened to have a pint of Jack Daniels in my back pocket. And I was like, let's have a drink to that. Well, he happened to have a pint of Jim Beam in his pocket. So we both, oh my goodness, you know. So lots of heavy bro down sessions kind of happened after that. And we did some more shows here and there with the Lovers. And then just after that, I just sort of kept in touch, you know. We'd just, you know, text or phone calls on birthdays and just kind of just, you know, just random other stuff. And then in 2010, when their record Heaven Is Whatever came out, their keyboard player left, Franz Nicolai, their original keyboard player. So they're kind of faced with like, okay, we've never really had we've added a member early on, but we've never had to change members, and they were really, you know, tight-knit unit. So it's like, what are we gonna do? Like sidemen? Like, do we really roll like that? I don't know. So they hired a guy in New York who played keyboards, but Tad was like, I think we should add another guitar player. So they got in touch with a couple people, and he got in touch with me. It's just like, hey, would you think about doing this? I was like, absolutely, man. So basically learned, you know, I don't know, 14, 15 songs. Went to New York in March of 2010. Played those songs, seemed to go well. So, you know, they said, all right, go home, 2 weeks, learn everything else. So I learned everything else. And then March 28th, I believe it was. I'll tell you the reason I know this. I went to was basically the start of 5 months out with them doing promo for the record and stuff like that, and that just kind of started it out. The reason I know it's March 28th is because my wife and I have been trying for some time to get pregnant, and so that morning I was about to leave. I was just all out of sorts because leaving. I don't mind being out of town, but leaving town to just get kind of fried. Mm-hmm. And also I knew I was going to be gone for 5 months. And then she kind of came out of the bathroom. She's like, "Well, I'm pregnant." I was like, "Awesome! We're just about ready to go to the airport. Then I'll see you in 5 months." Did see her off and on in between those 5 months. But yeah, that's basically how it went down.
Okay, cool. So what's that experience like being with a band that doesn't really identify with Memphis? Like, is it different?